This segment is sponsored by Fiverr. Being a freelance worker in today's economy has its advantages. A new report by Fiverr says freelancers report that they are making 10% more than last year. And women are seeing an advantage to freelance work over traditional employment. So here to share even more, some of the highlights from this report, we have Laura Podesta from Fiverr. Great to see you.
Great to see you too, Ellen. Thanks for having me on.
I want to dive into this report. So it was the Freelance Economic Impact Report. What did this year's report reveal?
It revealed that freelancing is growing at a clip it's just really beyond what we've expected. Year over year, we've seen growth, but this year, freelancers reported making $286 billion, a 10% growth from the year prior. And Washington, D.C. ranks number 4 in terms of revenue and number 6 by population. So this report ranks the top 30 markets, and that's where D.C. stands.
Okay, so that's good news there. Is there an industry that's more likely to have some satisfied freelancers?
Yes, the report breaks down these independent workers into 3 different sections. One is professional services. That would be lawyers, accountants, business consultants, or marketers. And then technical services like data processors or architects. And then finally, creative services, artists, photographers, voiceover artists. And professional services is the largest when it comes to population. They're also seeing the most satisfaction because they're making the most money and they've been able to increase their rates. 45% of them last year reported increasing rates due to increased demand.
Wow. Okay. Is it different for men and women in this independent work field?
Yes. So there are an estimated 6.7 million independent workers in the U.S. 3.7 million of them are women. So there are more women overall. And women see more advantages compared to men when it comes to the freelancing lifestyle. The report showed that more women than men crave flexibility in their work. They don't want to just be tied down to a 9 to 5, which makes a lot of sense with everything that's on a woman's plate. Also, women are more likely to feel burned out by traditional employment compared to men. That was 25% of women reported feeling that versus just 17% of men. And finally, more women than men report wanting to work from home.
Okay, that is amazing though for women. I'm right in there with that all those categories.
Me too. Me too.
I know you mentioned Washington, D.C. for us here at the beginning. Does it matter if you're in certain cities? Does it work out better depending on where you live?
Well, as you would imagine, New York City is number 1 when it comes to the number of freelancers and the overall revenue, followed by Los Angeles. But what's interesting is the 3rd most populous city in the U.S., Chicago, is not number 3 for freelancing. That's in fact Miami. So this trend that we saw during the pandemic and post-pandemic of more people being able to work remotely, perhaps picking up a side hustle, now that side hustle might have flourished into a full-time freelancing job, and they were able to pick up and move to a warmer climate where they saw more work-life balance. Maybe they're in a better tax bracket down there. So we did find that was really interesting, that these warmer cities are just seeing a huge pop in freelancers.
So it's cities like Miami, any others that if someone's considering, hey, I want to try freelance work, this is where the revenue's coming in?
Yeah, the largest or the one with the biggest population growth percentage-wise was Nashville, followed by Austin, Texas, and then Orlando. So yes, all like really sunny, warm places with good tax incentives.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I know this is just the beginning of the report. I love it already. Where do we go to find more information?
Please go to Fiverr.com. That's Fiverr with 2 R's. And that's to, sign up to offer your freelance services or to find a freelancer. And to learn more about the report, go to Fiverr.com/freelance-impact.
Thank you so much. Great to talk to you today.
Thanks, Ellen. You too.
Again, for all of the information you need, you can always head to Fiverr.com.